Hi everybody, thanks for watching. I want to talk to you for just a minute about children's ministry. It's an important ministry in our church. And this Sunday in our table talks, we're going to talk about the potential of moving our children's ministry wing into the newer section of the church. So if you'll watch for just a couple minutes, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do, and then perhaps more importantly, why we're going to do it. So please watch this whole video so you're informed, so as you have the conversation at Table Talks this week, you know what we're talking about. So here's the idea. When you come to church, what we want to be communicated when somebody comes in our front door, right behind me is the cafe, this is where most people come in. We want to communicate here many things, including how much we care about families and children. A great deal of our visitors come to our church having children and caring about our children's ministry. So we want to move the children's ministry onto this side of the building. Actually, let me make sure you know this. This is not approved by the board yet. We're just talking about this. We're looking for your feedback to see if this is a wise idea. So here's what we plan to do. Walk with me pretty quick, all right? So when people come into church, this is where our greeters are Sunday morning, and the cafe is all right here. And right to the right here is where our kids' check-in begins for nursery. And you've got to go clear to the opposite side of the building through a maze of hallways to get to our kids' wing. So what I propose we do is take this room, okay? And it's where our mission statement is on the wall. And I want to take this wall out. And I want to cut this Sunday school room in half. So in essence, if you can visualize this whole front section will be an open lobby, in which that will be kids check-in. So we'll have multiple kiosks there, probably some seating for families. So you bring your kids right here, right across from the cafe, and all kids get checked in right here. It's easy, right entrance into the kids' nursery wing, right down this hallway. Then the elementary kids and preschool kids will go to their wing. Now if you follow me, I'll walk kind of quickly so we're not wasting your time here. We're going to go to the other end of this hallway. This is where adult Sunday school classes happen, restrooms, that sort of thing. But the kids' wing, I'm proposing, will start down here at the very end. Let's go down there. Now, if you look at this little entrance way, this is where it would start, right here. And there's a couple options we can do to secure. We want a secure space for our kids. We can put big doors in here, but we're kind of thinking maybe it'd be nice to put a waist-high countertop with a glass wall with a little opening, swing doors, so kids can come in and out. Glass being transparent, so everything is, above board, looking clean, looking appropriate. But it also provides a secure space, so people just can't come in and out. Neither can kids. So here's what we're thinking. They would get this entire hallway, okay? And all the way down at the other end is the gym doors, and just opposite them, we'd put another secure wall or half wall or whatever we come up with. So they'd have this whole wing as their secure space. We're thinking this would be the smartest room for children's worship. It's about, I don't know for sure, but maybe twice the size of our kids' chapel right now, so we can hold lots more space. And this is where our Ethiopian congregation meets, and we love them so much that we've got some other spots for them to go to that would be even better for them. So this would be children's worship, we think is the most appropriate space. And then there are 5 rooms in this hallway that would serve as preschool worship and Sunday school classes, and through Club 56. And you can see in these rooms, they're a good size. This is where some of our adult classes meet, so we'll have to move them to other rooms, of course. But they're good size. We can have lots of kids in here. And some of you know this half of the building used to be a school. It's actually built out for kids. If you'll look in here kind of briefly, in between these rooms are bathrooms, and the bathrooms are already kid size. It's a little bitty toilet and a little bitty sink. So the point of that is it's almost a no-brainer to think this is set up for kids, and there's very little construction. Actually, there's no construction that needs to happen to move kids over here. There's lots of things we can do in the future to decorate this and make this a really nice, elegant looking space for kids that communicates to our families how much we value children and children's ministry, because they are a mission field. Kids need to know Jesus, and we want to give them the best space. Now, why are we wanting to do this? Let me give you a couple reasons. Number one, most people come through this front door To get to our kids' wing on the opposite side of the building through various hallways is a little bit clunky and a little bit awkward. And we find from people it's hard to navigate that. It's hard for us to communicate to visitors where to go. So there's a communication factor there that's just not ideal. Secondly, that kids' wing, which is on the opposite side of the building, our preschool needs that space. Our preschool is busting at the seams, and we're wanting it to grow it by 2 classes over the next 2 years. They need that wing to accomplish that. They actually already need it now. I don't have time to go into all the details, but there are certain state regulations for play space, and they need so many square footage, and we're struggling with that. So they need that wing to be state compliant and to grow. Adding those 2 classes would bring in significant income in order to enable us to remodel this wing as well. A third reason we want to do this is because it communicates family on this side of the building. Teens meet over here, children meet over here, adults meet over here. It's a secure place, and it communicates that our families matter, family ministries matter. I want a sermon to be preached before you ever get into the sanctuary. So when people come in and they see immediately a big kids welcome here, that's a message that speaks to our families. A fourth reason is on the kids wing where they're at now. They are packing out those rooms. They are so full that if we were to add 10 families this year, which we probably will, and they each have a couple kids, that's 20 to 30 kids we could add. They just can't fit in that room and adding those kids. So there is a lid on the amount of kids we can run based on those rooms. Having Kids Chapel over here, it's bigger, so we can run more kids. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Again, I value your input, so talk about this at your table talk this Sunday, and we appreciate your watching. Thanks for watching.